Hello and welcome to Riker Writes. I'm J. Allen Riker and we are continuing our self-publishing series. I thought that we were going to do the paperback covers and then the paperback contents the same way that we did for ebooks, but in a reversal, unlike in ebooks where you need the cover in order to make the ebook, in the paper book, you need to make the contents before you know what size to make the cover, since the number of pages that it takes will determine that. So today we are going to make the paperback cover. I'm going to try to do it quickly. First of all, it's not that much fun. Second of all, I have a new puppy in here who is unhappy to be locked in this room with me and is whining. But his number one hobby is chewing on electrical cords, so he cannot be trusted out in the house. Okay, so I will have a link to this KDP templates page in the description, but in case you just want to search for it, you just Google CreateSpace templates, and it is the first result. Let's take a look. And here we have the page. So we're going to choose a template. They provide blank templates. They also provide templates with sample content. I like the sample content because everything is formatted really nicely and you can just then copy and paste your work into it and you know that the formatting is good. This is, I think, the easiest way to go. Novels, you don't have to get creative with formatting a novel. I would suggest that you don't at all get creative and just use what they give you. It comes in a zip file. You see it gives you then multiple zip files within the zip file. That's nice. So here you can see the various sizes that you have available to you. For my novella, in order to get the thickest spine possible, I make them 5x8. You don't want the spine. You want the spine as wide as possible, and in a book that maybe is 100 pages, you're going to have to make that spine text very small already. So go with 5x8, and it'll help a little bit. Now for the paper copy, I use 5¼ by 8. I believe that people also like the 5.5 by 8.5. You'll just have to see what works best for you. I think that this looks like a good traditional trade paperback size. So I'm going to copy that into my working folder. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they give us. So we downloaded the one with content, if you recall, and you'll see it just has their version of lorem ipsum, I guess. And you can see what all the formatting looks like. So the paragraph styling, if you haven't messed with this stuff very much, and I do not mess with it very much, the paragraph styling here is like a starting paragraph. You'll notice that it doesn't have an indentation, so it's different from the rest of them. You've got your header up there, you've got your page number in the footer, and there's a different margin set for the different alternating pages. That's because the inner side of the page needs to have a larger margin because that's where the pages will be glued together and folded. I found that the way that they set this up works really well. Okay, so let's put the book's title. And I actually like to do this in all caps. Mine has the weird case of kind of having a subtitle, which I guess isn't the weirdest case. The reason for it is a little unusual. you know what, I don't think this looks right where it's the same as the author name, so I'm going to increase the font size a little bit. Just going to do some copy and paste here. That's the same text that I use in my ebook. And if you want to get rid of the, I'm going to move this so you can see it. If you want to get rid of the underline and all that, you can go to right click in it and click remove hyperlink. So the ISBN, how do you get that? Well, if you bought your own, then you know how to get that. If you did not, then and you plan on using the free one that Amazon provides, then you need to go and you actually need to start the book in KDP. So in order to get the ISBN, you actually need to start the paperback creation process, even though you don't intend to finish it right now. Okay, there we go. And then I will save and continue. If you click save and save as draft, it will kick you out of the process right now. Click save and continue. Oh, I need to add the category. You would think I would remember this, but I don't. Okay, so I'm just going to save it as general horror. We're going to go back and save and continue. Okay, then if you intend to use Amazon's ISBN, which I understand some people have said makes it more difficult to get into bookstores, but I can tell you that I have had multiple books found out in the wild in multiple bookstores, and the photos have been sent to me of that. So I do not know if that is the case. We are going to go ahead and assign the ISBN. Okay, so here you can use a free KDP ISBN to publish your book. This free ISBN can only be used on KDP for distribution to Amazon and its distribution partners. It cannot be used with another publisher or publishing service. So then you can copy your ISBN into your manuscript. Now when pasting, it is, I don't even know what merge formatting does, but keep text only will definitely put it in the, you see how it's a different format because I copied and pasted it. It's sans serif, some sort of sans serif font on KDP, and you don't want that. So that's going to be an important thing to do throughout this whole process when you're copying and pasting. Okay, so your dedication is, okay, so your dedication is different than your, I think the acknowledgments would be where you like thank people. I don't think that the dedication needs a header to it, so I always get rid of it. I don't think a table of contents makes very much sense in a fiction book, so I get rid of that. I don't need any acknowledgments here. Now, the main thing that you have to be careful of as you start manipulating things like this is that your text starts on the right page. You want the text to start on an even page or on an odd page. At least I like for my books to start on an odd page, but there is no reason to have so many blank pages in here. So we need to get rid of some of them. So the odd page is going to be the page that's on the right when you fold the book open. Now we get to change all of these. Well, we can do it as we go. So this is a very crowded view, but you can see we have the chapter body text and the chapter body text first paragraph. So this is where we want to change a lot of this stuff. 11.5 or 11 is a little bit small. You can change it. Sometimes I will do 11.5. I think I'm going to leave it at 11 right now. And the good thing is that you can order, before you go live with it, you can order a proof copy and make sure that it looks the way that you want. It costs you and it takes time, but you do then have a little keepsake of your book creation process. So I changed my line spacing to 1.15. And there we go. Now for the majority of the book, you're going to need to do that here in chapter body text. The other one was chapter body text first paragraph. So the difference being that first paragraph doesn't have an opening indentation. So I'm going to leave it at 11 for now. So there we go. Now it's much more nicely spaced out. Okay, so now that I actually put the first page of the book on an odd number page like I like, I'm going to go through and copy and paste. If you don't have italics, then you can just paste your book into a text file, and then you can copy and paste more freely and not have to worry about the whole formatting thing. But I actually do have italics in this. I don't trust this to not lose the formatting if I don't paste in the middle. Like if I paste on the edge, I expect that it will break. So I select everything except a couple of words, and then I cut those out. So it seems like what I just read is that merge formatting will keep only the formatting that was directly applied to the text. So that is probably the right thing to do. I think that instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to do keep text only and then check back and see if it keeps the italics, and if not, I'll manually add it because I only have 12 occurrences of it. Okay, so I'm not going to show you that entire process. And that is basically it. There's just really one more thing, and that is to edit the header. So you'll see that you can put your book title in there. The thing is, it puts it on every page except for the first page of the chapter, which is the standard, except that really the standard is to alternate between odd and even pages, having the author name above one and the book title above the other. So instead what we want is to use this different odd and even pages setting. So here we have author name. It's just like it's just sitting in there. You saw it popped up author name on its own. So there you go. One thing that you'll see in this is that I forgot to take out, if you remember, the tabs. I really might do this from the text file so that I can remove, you know what? At the very end, I'm going to do a global search on tabs and remove all of them that way instead of doing it like I just did. This is why you always need to do a visual scan of your work, because issues just keep carrying through and in fact reappearing. This is the second time now that I've had to fix this, one for the ebook and one for the paper book. Now, the last part is not actually in creating this, but in creating what needs to be uploaded to KDP. They won't take the Word document. You need to upload a PDF. And the PDF, the trick here is that you need to make sure that the actual page size is the page size that you chose. If you try to just say print this as a PDF, it's going to make it whatever your default paper size is. And you need to not have that be the case, because your default paper size, you probably are not going to want to make your book like letter size 8.5 by 11. So we need to export as a PDF. It says it preserves the layout, formatting, fonts, and images. Let's see if this works. Okay, so far it's looking good, but the browser is not the best judge for this. I like Foxit Reader. So you can see in the properties here that the page size is what we said it would be, is what we wanted it to be. I think that the only time that I've had that mess up is when I tried to print it instead of tried to print it as a PDF instead of trying to export it as a PDF. And then again, here from the print view, we can confirm the actual size. So once you're done with that, you'll be able to see how many actual pages it is going to take. That means that you will be able to enter the information into the CreateSpace cover template generator to create an image that you can use as the background for your cover when we make it in GIMP in the next video. I hope that this was helpful. I know it wasn't interesting. Word processors drive me a little bit crazy, and figuring some of this stuff out also drove me a little bit crazy. So I'm hoping that this makes it go a little bit more smoothly for you. That's it for me. I hope that you have good luck with your self-publishing and a great rest of your day.